Yo. Okay, well, I guess that's how I open the show. Anyway, about to roll one. You know what I'm saying? It's 4:22 now. Got some of that. Oh shit! Got some of that sticky, icky. No lie. About to get high. Anyway, remember when movies used to clickbait us or movie bait us into watching certain scenes out of a movie? Like when they show the trailers on network television or in theaters, you see the previews and then you go to the movie and see it, and then that particular scene or song is not in the actual movie. Like I remember going to go see, what is that, Mark Wahlberg movie that with the one where he was smuggling motherfucking drugs, and they had the game song in there, that now blood the fuck up. Every day's a struggle, motherfucker, tough luck, and we gonna fuck the world to that bitch bust nut. I can't tell you what's good, but I can tell you what's what. Yeah, that song right there. They didn't play that song, and there's been a couple other times where I was movie baited into watching a movie, and they didn't. It's been a couple times, but now it's on YouTube, and they clickbait us and shit like that too. Who is that one? What's that one channel? What's that one channel? It's always that one channel on YouTube that does this. It goes, "This is what happened." It's like the thesis of every one. It was like one person drank a bunch of lean, and this is what happened. Or this one lady spilled mercury on her, and this is what happened. And then they tell you what happened. They go, "Oh, a lady spilled fucking mercury on herself," and they go into grave details. But then they go, "Oh, she had a bunch of pre-existing conditions and shit like that." Like the one guy who motherfucking squatted all those reps in like 500 seconds or some shit like that. I mean, 500 reps in like 30 minutes or some shit like that. And then they gave you all this detail. And then they went at the end, "Oh, he had pre-existing conditions." They always say they have pre-existing conditions at the end of the shit. Like, they make it seem like that was the main cause. Like, this was like a perfectly healthy person or some shit like that all the fucking time. And then they did this one incident, and then bam. Now, but they forget all the domino effects and shit like that. And what's that other channel? It's called TBV. What is that? TBV or something like that. They'd be like, "Oh, when they have the when you're stupid compilations and shit like that." Some of that shit, that don't even be stupid. Like, real talk, they be movie baiting us. Clickbaiting us too on the low. Like, real talk, bro. Real talk. They be movie baiting us and shit. Movie baiting us and fucking clickbaiting us. I haven't seen a movie bait in a while, though. Meanwhile, while I'm talking about this, there's somebody out there knocking over COVID viruses and shit. Vaccines that they're supposed to be giving to people. This nigga is probably a CIA or an FBI informant. There's got to be more to the story than that. Like, this nigga he just woke up one and said, "I think I'm against the vaccine." I don't know what his motive was, but apparently this nigga got arrested for knocking over vaccines and shit like that. Here's my thing, though. Like, speaking of vaccines and branching off into something else, what's the difference between mouthwash and gargling toothpaste? Think about it. Is it marketing? Because for a while, mouthwash had alcohol in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, alcohol. And that can ruin enamel, right? Alcohol in excessive amounts can, like, ruin the body, right? So it's probably ruining your enamel too. But what's the difference between gargling toothpaste and mouthwash? Here's how I think you really should get down when you're brushing your teeth twice a day, sometimes three. Anyway, here's how I think you should get down. I think you should floss first. I think you should floss first. Because if you brush your teeth first and then floss, you're just flossing. You got to all the food is all those particles, you're not going to get all the particles out in between your teeth. You're just getting the big chunks that are flossed out of the teeth, right? So I think you should floss first, then brush, and then rinse. Rinse your mouth out. Who's with me on that? Because you brush your teeth, and then you floss, and then now you got all that big food residue packed in between your teeth. Or here's what you really should do. You should dry brush first. Yeah, you should dry brush very lightly first. Then rinse your mouth out with some warm water. Then you floss. Then you brush. And then you rinse your mouth out again. Or rinse your mouth out first. Rinse your mouth out first. Then dry brush. Then floss. Then brush your teeth and tongue. I forgot to say that. Yeah, you brush your fucking tongue too. Brush your teeth and tongue. And then floss. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with that. So that whole extravaganza might take you like 10 minutes though. No, it shouldn't take you too long. You're supposed to brush for 2 minutes. Sometimes I brush for like 5. So, my pizza done? Ooh, pizza's ready, about to spark up. You ever find a really good lighter though? Like I'm talking about, you ever find a good lighter? I'm not talking about you find a working lighter. I'm talking about you find a good lighter. I thought about buying a Zippo yesterday. I should have. Ticketmaster. Check this. Peep this. Ticketmaster got caught in the cookie jar because it was all up in its competition's business. So these motherfuckers had to pay a $10 million fine for using unauthorized passwords and shit like that. You know how the hacking shit works and using unauthorized information works on the business end. They used to Ticketmaster. They were probably all up in Eventbrite. They were probably hacking Eventbrite too. Because fuck Eventbrite. Once you sign up, these niggas still be sending me emails. You cannot escape Eventbrite. I'm telling you, I really want to file a lawsuit against Eventbrite, motherfucking 99-cent store. It's coming. I'm CEOing up. I promise you. Yeah, I haven't heard the last of me. I just be laying low key. But I'm not low key now because I'm saying it. Either fix it or you will face my wrath one day. It's alright. But you know how many times I hit stop on fucking Eventbrite? Or how many times, I try to take my name off the list off Eventbrite and they just continuously send shit all the fucking time, every fucking day. Harassment. Ooh, that hits good. Like all the fucking time. Like every time I go in the inbox, they trying to send a fucking party to me. A free ass party. Jesus Christ. And how are these people getting paid anyway? How is Eventbrite getting paid anyway? They're probably selling my information. Like, You mean to tell me there's people on the internet that just sit on the internet? That just sit. There's people that just sit on the internet and send spam to other people for free. Fuck all that. No, they fucking don't. I said doctor earlier. It was a pharmacist. Let me correct that. The Wisconsin hospital worker accused of spoiling hundreds of doses of COVID vaccines didn't tamper with the vials just once. He left them of reckless endangerment, safety, adultering, prescription, criminal. So, okay, I have to take some of that back because who knows? Maybe this nigga just went to work high and just forgot. It says Ozaukee County records show Brandenburg was booked New Year's Eve the same day cops arrested the culprit. Shows he's a licensed both. Have investigated tampering. About 20 miles north, the wrongdoer had left as first, but two on. Yeah, okay, he did it 2 nights. Oh, the culprit put the vials back on ice after the first night, then came back to pull the same trick a second night. Found the morning, then refrigerated. 57 people were back. Still don't know. Oh, wow. So those 57 people should be suing right now and start acting like. Are you acting like a? Have you been growing scales? Does your eye twitch? Do you certainly twitch for no apparent reason? Do you find yourself sometimes caulking like a chicken? Please call this number 1-800 tampered vaccine. You may be owed compensation. Licensed pharmacist. On call, ready for duty. So, about a year ago, I got into a fight with a coworker, right? And I was like, hey, we should put on some boxing gloves and fight. So he agreed to it, and we went out into a parking lot right outside work, correct? And what's the call? He ended up, long story short, is like he threw a jab, and then he threw another jab, and then he threw an overhand right. And I blocked both punches. I blocked both jabs. Because he threw a jab to my face, and he threw a jab to the body. And then I stuck my left arm up to defend, and he just went over that and knocked me down, right? So we were in the parking lot squabbing. And during the fight, he was punching me around, and then my shoe came apart, right? So I was fighting barefoot, and I was like, yeah, we should go in the grass and shit. And I remember I threw a jab, I threw a double jab, and then I missed. And then I remember I only hit him like one time, and then I hit him in the body. But the last punch, he hit me in the face and sent me across the parking lot, right? But I was still standing, and I came back, and his nose was bleeding. And his brother went, oh, stop. Y'all good? So I came back to work the next day, and a bunch of people were like, nigga, you can't fight. You got that ass whomped. And I was like, oh, okay. So this one dude who was a big fat guy, he came up to me. He was like, man, you can't fight. Nah. I said, you want to find out? I said, I don't give a fuck. I said, lose, win, what's up? What you want to do? I said, we can fight after work. I'll wait for you. And he just sat there, and he made a face. And he sat there for like 10, 15 more seconds. And I said, what you want to do? You want me to wait after work for you? I got the gloves in the car right now. I want a rematch with somebody. And he went, And he walked off, and he never said I couldn't fight, because he came back to me the very next day, and was like, "Yeah, man, I saw that fight, bro, and you didn't land any punches." I said, "Well, then you didn't watch the fight. I clearly landed a nose punch, which I did get beat." And then I was like, "I clearly landed a punch," and he was like, "No." But then I was like, "Hey, man, go ask the dude." I said, "Did I hit him Didn't I hit you in the nose?" I mean, he was like, "Yeah," and because the day that people were teasing me, like the next day after the fight, I saw the dude again. He came back up to the job, and I was like, "You want to run it back?" He was like, "Hell yeah!" He was like, "Hell yeah!" And, but when he came up to me after work, he was like, "Yeah, I don't want to fight." I was like, "Oh man!" I said, "Oh man!" But so the guy that was like, "Hey, you can't fight." I bet him like a gram. I was like, "Yeah, man, I bet a gram that I did hit him in the nose." He never paid me that gram, actually. And then dude number 2 that was saying that I couldn't fight, I ended up boxing him and beat him. And then I went back and boxed the dude that I boxed in the parking lot. So that's on Instagram. There was a whole backstory for that. And that little ass clip that's on Instagram, there's a whole 13-minute fight that he didn't post. I swear on everything I love, I hit that nigga with a spinning back fist. I don't know where it landed, but I hit that nigga with a spinning back fist. I have that on camera on one of my YouTube compilations. I have it on camera. You don't see the spinning back fist because it's from first person on the body cam, which I don't know if I regret it right now, but like it was like I really thought they were gonna post it, and a little part of me was like, yeah, it'd be kind of cool to do it from first person. But that whole fight between us was like 13 minutes, but the fight between his brother and I was like a minute. That was like the actual minute. But the whole fight we fought like 3-4 rounds or some shit like that. This nigga, I'm not gonna discredit him. That was the first time I had ever been rocked. I've been hit a few times. Nobody has ever rocked me. I've been knocked down, but I wasn't really rocked. This nigga hit me. I promise you, my legs buckled. My legs buckled. I overall won, but that was the punch I remember the most. The 2 punches I remember most was when he hit me in the nose, and then he hit me in the face again with another punch. And I remember covering up, and my legs buckled. Yeah, that whole fight was like 13 minutes, and he never posted it. And it was a couple family members that were recording that fight, actually, which is really trippy. I don't know how many put it on Facebook Live or how many took it down, but we were fighting in front of his kids and his nephews and nieces and shit like that. So, in the backyard for the second time. Yeah. That fight on that wasn't no that was like that final round that y'all saw, that was like the last round. We fought for like 13 minutes off and on, and he kept gassing out. I mean, I knew I wasn't the best, but I just knew I just had to keep applying pressure on him. But that nigga did hit me. He did pick me up too at one point in time and almost threw me down, but he hit me in the face and my legs buckled. I went, no. Like that big dude that I fought in the street, nah, man, he hit hard. Not like pillows, but compared to that other dude, bro, like, yeah, he didn't rock me like that, man. My legs buckled when I fought the dude in the backyard. My legs buckled. Cause I threw the spinning back fist. I threw 3 spinning back fists that whole fight. I threw one and I missed. And then I threw another one like a couple punches later and nailed him. I don't know where it landed. I felt it, of course, and I heard everybody going, "Oh!" And then he threw one and missed. And then his nieces and nephew went, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Yeah, that's all on camera. Also, I did get a hold of that Ryan Garcia Luke Campbell fight. That was pretty fire. Oh, and I did see Gervonta Davis and that other dude fight. That was pretty gnarly. That was pretty gnarly. Oh man, that was awesome. That was awesome. Renegade I am signing out. Podcast. I'd always going ham. Never leave your senses deprived. No, no lie. Shit. Signing out.